Good evening, everybody. How's it going today? You are live with the Jay and Immy Show. I'm your host, Immy, along with Mr. Jay. Good
Mr. Me, that's me. I'm Jay. What we got going on today, man?
so we got a lot to talk about because we haven't been on for a while now. But I'll tell you what, we're gonna kind of bring in some of the stuff that we were leaning in from last week. So the Rockets game, the Bulls game, going into what the hell happened in freaking Cleveland.
Man, we got to talk about that. Do we have
Oh
to?
yeah. No, we have to talk about that because let me tell you something, bro. Today, what you just saw right now was not reality. The game against Cleveland was reality, and that has to get fixed right away. We got a lot to talk about. How you doing today, Jay?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Knicks are actually playing right now. We're playing Milwaukee, and I don't want to see anything. I don't want to see anything less than a 20-point victory here. Anything less than that is a fail. It's a loss in my eyes. So let's keep this momentum alive and let's destroy Milwaukee and let's keep going. But I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good.
Okay. Now let me ask you a question. How are you feeling? Like Tuesday night?
Not good. They got completely slaughtered. That was not a good game whatsoever. That was horrible. If I'm not mistaken, they missed 12 straight threes at some point.
Yeah, something like that.
I mean, we could talk about it. We could go over it in a second, but it just wasn't a good game, dude. It was not a good game. I was not like a real fan of how they were playing and how they were controlling themselves. It just wasn't. Yeah. It makes me wonder, and I don't want to say this out loud. How do we feel about Mike Brown right now? Or is he trying to get everybody gelling?
Yeah, and you know what's funny about it that you bring that up? It's like right now, when you look at some of the tragic losses that the Knicks have had this year, and you look at whether it's Detroit, whether it's Cleveland, it's like you want to look at the makeup of this Knicks team, and then you want to say to yourself, well, what's different about this Knicks team from last year? The players are basically the same, especially the main core players.
Yeah.
And it's the coaching. Now, as you know, I was a big Mike Brown supporter. I wanted him on the team. I wanted him to coach. And as you know, I didn't really like Tibbs. But now it's like, I don't know. Did Tibbs have an effect on them in a way that Mike Brown doesn't? Or is it too soon to kind of figure that out?
It's only year one at the same time, man, I guess.
Yeah, but
Jay, not a lot of coaches go to year one and go far.
But
unless you're Steve Kerr.
Yeah, but you know this, bro, as a Knicks fan, there is no such thing as year one, year two, year three. If you're coming in here, I don't care if it's as a coach, as a player, whatever it is, you're coming to win a chip or it's a bust because we haven't won in 50 plus years.
Jesus Christ. So let's go over the Knicks Cavs game.
Yeah, but bring that up. Let's see
that. Bring that up. So I mean, it was pretty much over from no, actually Knicks hung in there for the first 2 quarters ish. They were there.
Right.
Around the third quarter is when it kind of was game over. That's when I kind of gave up on them. I was like, all right, that's not working. That's when they missed their 12 straight threes. Harden, that dunk was stupid, by the way, by Mitchell. Harden had Jared Allen playing like prime Shaquille O'Neal. And that really pissed me off because nobody was stopping this guy. Our in the paint presence was horrible. Defensively, it was terrible. Cat was terrible down there. Mitchell was terrible 100%. Down there.
And let's talk about the first thing you brought up. When they missed 12 missed threes. How are y'all missing? Everybody missing threes.
Everybody missed threes, man. Brunson was horrible. He was off so bad that game.
It's like, yeah, shooting is rhythm. And I get it if one player's in a slump, 2 players, but the whole damn team can get a bucket. It's one of those things, man, where, like I said, you go back to last year or you go back to one of those things where you think of Mike Brown. That's what he's kind of known for. And you know this because you loved the Sacramento Kings when he was coaching them. You used to be like, man, I love this team. And that's what they were known for. They were known for they're going to either rock your world or they're going to shit the bed. And that's kind of slithered this into the Knicks team because the last year's Knicks weren't like that. They weren't going to go like a crazy amount of like missed threes or like having a problem. They're gonna like muscle their way in to keep scoring or do something, or their defense was gonna lead to their offense. Something like that
Right.
was gonna
Right.
happen.
Right.
So is this one of those Mike Brown issues that the Knicks have
Um.
inherited?
Um. This is kind of a Mike Brown issue if you want to look at it like that. I feel like that this is more of a I got to be lenient here, man. You got to be lenient. You got to give Mike Brown a chance, but at the same time, we don't have time to give Mike Brown a chance. If that makes any
Right.
sense to you? Mike Brown's hair, he's is so much pressure being a head coach in New York. There's so much pressure. Whoever you are, whenever you come in first year, you have scrutiny. Everybody's looking at you. It's over.
That's fair.
And the Knicks are they're being looked at. And since the All-Star break, the East has gotten tougher. Again, I'm going to say it. Cleveland has stepped up. Detroit's still up there. I didn't think they were going to be up there still. And I said it before, but look out for Charlotte. Charlotte, when healthy,
Yeah,
when healthy is
I love how you love like
problem.
these guys, these underdogs that come out of
Well-coached
nowhere.
team, well-run guys. They are nasty, man. They are
Yeah,
nasty.
yeah. Somebody told me it was yesterday or something. They were like, because I was complaining about Cleveland. They were like, "Yo, y'all don't need to worry about Cleveland. Y'all need to worry about Boston. They have
Oh, I
not
forgot about
forgotten what
Boston.
y'all
Yeah.
did to them last year in the playoffs, and a healthy Tatum
Embarrassed
coming
them.
back. They they're thinking about the New York Knicks every day and a healthy Tatum.
Oh yeah,
So you're right.
they're out.
The East
They're out for
is
blood.
the East is not looking that good for the Knicks. And problem is that they're not even competing against those teams. They didn't compete
No.
against Detroit. They didn't compete against the Cleveland Cavaliers.
No.
Okay, they're not even competing. It's not even like going down to the wire and shit. And
No.
you know me, I don't even want to talk about the biggest problem, which I know what the big problem is. The big problem is Mikal Bridges. That's the biggest problem because
Um.
that's my view. It's Mikal
Yeah.
Bridges. It's
I don't
Mikal
like
Bridges
Mikal, man.
because you gave up everything for the brother, and at the same time, he was supposed to be, like I said, that number 2 or that 1B that we always say. But
He's like a
guess
number
what?
4 at this point right now.
The brother's game is just weak. His game is ass. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He doesn't
It's-
scare anybody on the court. He plays very freaking like I said, he has this thing where he goes around, spins in circle, and kick the ball out, and he'll shoot a pop a 3, and it barely
Ring
goes
around the
in.
rosy game. Yeah.
I
don't like it, man.
It's and that's a problem because bro, you gave up so much for him. You gave up so much for him, like how we would in the past give up for like Melo or Marbury or someone like of a star caliber player. He gave up a lot for him. See, I could live with Mikal Bridges if we didn't give up much for him. We just picked him up. We gave him like whatever a salary.
Off the street, yeah. I'll give you a prime example of why Mikal Bridges pisses me off so much. The Knicks are playing right now against Milwaukee. They've been beating Milwaukee all game, busting their ass. Mikal Bridges, 10 points, 5 from 8 from the field. He's shooting good, but 10 points? Come on. Brunson, 27. Come on, man. OG, 24. Cat, 17 and 13. Mikal, 10 points.
Yeah, you know what year, and it's crazy because me and you used to talk about this all the time, right? And we used to always talk about
12,
RJ
5 and
Barrett.
5. So, go ahead.
Yeah, we used to talk about RJ Barrett. We used to be like, "Yo, is he gonna show who he is now? Is he gonna, maybe next game, maybe next game, maybe next game, maybe next year?" I'll tell you what, Mikal Bridges, what you see is what you get. That's it.
Yeah,
you ain't getting nothing else from that brother. Now that's it. That's who he is. So, now you got to rely on others. Now you got to rely on OG. Now you got to rely on Cat to have a big game.
Let's look at these standings here in the Eastern Conference, and let's probably take a call. We got a caller waiting. Take a call in maybe about like 5-10 minutes here. But let's look at these standings real quick in the Eastern Conference. And when you see these standings right now, right, 1 through 10, don't worry about 11 through 15 because those teams are nothing. They're not going to come up, and they're not going to make the jump up. 1 through 10 right now, right, as how it is. If you look at 7 through 10, which one of those teams do you see making a jump into the 1 through 6 spot?
7 through 10 you're talking about?
Yeah. Do you see one of those teams making a jump and taking a 1 through 6 spot and being safe and not having to go to the play-in?
Not really. I mean, yeah, look, you've been talking about the Charlotte Hornets, and now you got me to
high
be
on them, man. I'm high on them.
You got me to be a believer in them.
You should be.
You know what?
Super
Yeah,
high on
I mean, I could see that. Look, I always talk about Miami. Miami's well coached. We always talk about Miami. Miami's also a team that
They play
doesn't
for the
really
playoffs.
play until the playoffs, right? Exactly.
Yeah.
So, that's a bluff right there. What the Miami's
Yeah.
record is. So they're gonna come crazy once the season's end, and you know how Eric Spoelstra coaches. So, yeah, bro, I would say like that top 7 is like it's a pretty solid core. The Knicks right now are probably the most weakest team I see in that top 4. Be real with me. When you look at that top
I'll
4,
be real with you, yeah.
and I say which is the
4?
weakest team there?
The top 4?
Yeah.
It's the Knicks. Yeah, it's the Knicks.
It's the Knicks, right?
It's the Knicks. It's definitely the Knicks. They're the weakest right now.
There you go.
And I hate to say it, and I don't even like the way it's coming out of my mouth. I hate to say it, but it's definitely the Knicks. They need to do better.
You know what? I want to take. Let's take the calls. I want to take a call, and I want to say like maybe something we're not seeing, right? I don't know. I'd love for some of the callers to tell us like to enlighten us on what's going on here, and maybe they see something we don't, because right now I'm not too happy with the Knicks. Yeah.
All right, let's take this caller right now. Caller, you're on. We have Mr. Tibbs.
Hey, how's it going? You're on live with Jay and IMMI. How's it going?
What's going on, fellas?
Good, brother.
You hear me?
How you doing?
Yeah, we hear you.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
Oh, he is not good.
Man, wait, what happened? The producers messed up again today? Yeah, our producers.
He was good.
Man,
he was good until he wasn't.
I apologize. Sometimes it's not us, guys. It's the producers.
Give him a second. See. Oh, here he comes.
Oh, he's back.
Back?
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay, he's back. He's good again.
How's it going,
What's
man?
up, man? How you doing today?
Man? What do you think about what's going on in the NBA and the New York Knicks? Talk to us.
Coaching, guys. And the big mistake was Bridges with that trade. Even though you guys really didn't give up much in that trade, but one of the ones have been low number ones they traded them to. So we can't really value in the bottom of the draft like that. If you guys will look at improve through the draft in the next 5 years?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was 5, right?
So, 5 draft picks, right? A couple of ones, a couple of twos, or whatever.
Yeah.
That much value in the bottom of the draft.
Yeah. But I'll tell you what, man. You never know what comes out of the bottom of the draft that's better than what Mikal Bridges is playing like. Mikal Bridges is playing like somebody where it's like, dude, like he's like somebody you pick up in the freaking right maybe 2 weeks before the season starts. That's how he's playing. Yeah. Shamet is playing way better than him.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah.
So okay, as of late he is. So is Alvarado.
Yeah.
So is Alvarado. Alvarado's playing better than him too. But
he's a dog. He's hungry.
What did you guys expect out of Bridges? He was a 16-point scorer in Phoenix.
In Brooklyn. He was
Brooklyn. He was on a bad team in Brooklyn where he averaged 24. Anybody could be a great player on a bad team.
If you're asking what we expected from
so
Bridges, I'm gonna say we expected
you expected 20 points a game.
Bridges. We expected that Bridges. We expected him to gel with his teammates Nova 5, and none of that happened. None of that came.
But wait a minute. Listen, in Brooklyn, he's scoring 20 plus because he's making his layups and making his shots. He's struggling.
No, he was also hitting a lot of threes.
Right.
He was hitting a lot.
He's not hitting his threes. Yeah.
Oh, right. So he's a flow player, right? He's a streak player. I would say that about him. Yeah. If he can't get in the flow and there's other guys to distribute the ball, he's a third or fourth option best on that team, right? He was never going to be a 2, especially when they picked up Towns.
I give Brunson, Towns, OG. They swap back and forth, and I'll give Bridges. No, I might even put Hart before Bridges at this point. Bridges really pisses me off.
Don't do that.
Oh yeah,
don't do that.
Don't do that.
What? You wouldn't put Hart before Bridges?
No way.
Bridges. No, man. Bridges is not. He's not smooth.
Bridges has not shown us enough to even. And here's the thing. I'm gonna go back to the way he was playing in Brooklyn. Yeah, okay, you put a good player on a bad team, right? But that good player, it's perfect. You put a good player on a bad team, he's going to excel. Okay. You put him on a better team, especially with guys he's played with in college. He should also accommodate to the team, and he should also be a part of their success as well. And he has not done that consistently. If you give me a few games, I can say sure, but he has not done that consistently. And that's the thing. Like if it's like, yeah, well, you know what, he's not going to give you 30 points a night. He's not going to give you 30 points a night because he's playing with these other guys. Sure, but that's fine. But I'll take 20 and I'll take him 16 a night. 18 a night. What's Bridges' average right now? I don't even know what his average is right now. And
I'll tell you right now.
Jerome, when you get look at that up, see what he's averaging.
I'll check it out.
I bet it's 15. Can't be more than that. Which just brings him back to where he was when he was in.
Mike is little.
So the expectation shouldn't be 20 points. His the number two option.
Bridges,
he's a third or fourth option.
Bridges is 15.7 a game.
15.7.
34 minutes.
Okay.
He's shooting 49% from the field.
Okay.
Yeah. Do me a favor. Get me his numbers in Brooklyn.
Ooh.
Just want to see how big of a jump.
Let's see.
And then you look at
and I want to ask you. I'm sorry, I didn't get your name.
You'll see right where he's supposed to be at.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull it up.
I didn't get your name, caller.
Mr. Tibbs.
Mr. Tibbs. Mr. Tibbs, what's well, what do you think is the Knicks' plan here for them to be successful? As someone who's analyzing this team, looking at this team, what do you think they got to do to win a championship?
The ball.
Caller, Mr. Tibbs, your mic is a little distorted. I'll be honest with you.
Can you hear me now?
Amy, can you hear him?
Okay. No, not really. Actually, I've heard him only a little bit.
He's
especially when it's coming to praising Mikal Bridges, which is I'm not happy about.
No, I'm not praising him. I'm not praising him. I'm just calling it. I'm calling him what he is. He's an average guy. He's very average.
Well, listen, man, and that may be fair. And you know what, brother, you might be right, Mr. Tibbs. That might be fair. That's a fair point. But guess what? Then the New York Knicks screwed up big time because they did not get him thinking he was going to be an average player. They thought he was going to be something special. And so did ESPN, and so did all the people during that summer when we got him. They were like, oh my God, the New York Knicks have just got Mikal Bridges. They're building a championship team.
You added Cat. Remember, he came first.
No, yeah.
And then you got
Cat. About the night we got Bridges. No, but I'm just talking about just
look at Bridges.
Yeah, it was, in the moment, it was great. Okay, wait, let me see that.
Let me see. 22-23, 26.1 on the Nets. That's what we wanted. 19.6, 23, 24 on the Nets.
Yeah. So you go from 26, you're dropping almost 10 points a night, over 10, 11 points. That's
okay, but look at the drop from 22 to 3. Well, he averaged 26, and then he went down 18.6.
But Mr. As a coach, shouldn't you be expecting the player to be improving? Shouldn't he be developing and getting better and better? He shouldn't be going back to where he was a few years ago.
Well, the expectation and what's real is two different things. He went from averaging 8 points, he doubled it in his 5th or 6th year. He went to a bad team, he jumped up 10 points, and now he's right back where he's supposed to be, 15 to 17 points a game. You can't expect him to be a number one option, especially on a team like the Knicks.
Never a number one option. Never even.
He's not an option. He's not a number 3 option. He's the 4th option on that team at best.
Here's my thing though. When you do something what you did in Brooklyn, okay, despite the team he's on and the teams he's still playing the same teams, and there have been plenty of times where the Knicks, they're going to play teams that are really bad, and he doesn't even step up on those games. See, if he was doing that, I could be like, you know what, he took over. And there have been games where Brunson is out. There's been games where OG is out. There are games where a lot of these other guys are out, and I would watch right before. I'm like, you know what, Bridges is going to take. This is one of those scenarios like he was on the Nets. He's on a team that's not that great because for the Knicks they have injuries now, so it's not that great, and they're playing, not any great competition. So let him do his thing, and he still won't really come through. I don't know what it is. Like you said, maybe he's a mediocre, average player, and he had his thing with Brooklyn, and it might be a psychological thing. Maybe he thinks now he just has to be this little side role player. I don't know, but the New York Knicks definitely got him. Whether you want to put him alongside with Cat or whatnot, they got him to be. If not, if you ask the Knicks at that time, he was going to be one of their big pieces. One of the big pieces, not just a role player.
At the time,
this is not our savior.
At the time, he would have been a third option. At the time, he would have been a third option because it would have been Randall and Brunson and then him.
Right.
Are we in agreement there? Are we in agreement there? Because Randall was the man on that team.
Of course. At the time,
was the man. Yes.
What about Jarrell?
He was the man. He was the number one option.
Before the trade, Mikal would have been a third option. Randall, Brunson, or Brunson, Randall, Mikal, however way you want to put it.
He was the clear cut.
He was a
third option. Right, and then that summer, after they lost in the playoffs, they traded for Cat. Cat was the number two option. It's not up for debate. Guy was an all-star. He was the man on his team. All of that. He had playoff experience, right? So he was the clear number two, and they were going to play inside out. You had a guard, you had a big. Even though, because he's soft or whatever, he's the number two option. That put Bridges as the number three option. The versions of OG turned him into a fourth option because OG puts it in the bucket all the time, whether he's driving, whether he's hitting a midi or whatever. So, long story short, he's always a third or fourth option on the team. He's never going to be the first, second option. Not even close. He's almost like Middleton.
How quickly would Middleton? Jesus Christ! How quickly would you trade Bridges right now?
Middleton's a champion, so we're not doing that.
How quickly would you trade Bridges? You wouldn't trade Bridges.
What are you going to get for him? You're not getting 4 ones back, or you're not getting 4 picks back. So what are you going to get for him if you trade him? Stay the course. He's your third or fourth option. What are you going to trade? What are you going to trade for him? You're not going to get a young player. He's a 10-year guy. He has bird rights. Yeah. You're not gonna get a lot. So what are you going to trade for him? What, like 2 number 2s and a backup guard, or a backup 3 or something like that? You're going to get Sadiq Bey, somebody of that nature. I mean, it's hard. It's hard to trade a guy like that.
It's tough.
Well, if you're willing to trade him for a bag of peanuts, then yeah.
Oh,
no, you're stuck with him for the duration of his contract. What did he sign, a 4 year?
Yeah, and that's it, man.
Yeah, you're stuck with him.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Unless a contender really wants him to be the third or fourth option on their team.
Is going to want him.
Yeah, you guys hear me?
Well, I mean, we're too deep into the season now, so we can't talk about who would want him now or anything like that. But in an imaginary world, he could fit in on the Bucks if the Bucks add a piece or two. He could fit in there.
You guys hear me, right?
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh yeah, apologize about that. Hey, do me a favor. Ship him back to Brooklyn since he does so good there. And,
but what are you gonna get?
I'll take anybody. Yeah, because I was fixing my camera when Mr. Tibb was saying who we want. I'll take a bag of balls at this point.
Oh Jesus.
With okay, obviously I'm but let's be real. Look, it's the fact is that when you rely.
Are we here?
win a
No,
championship.
I hear you.
Not make the championship, but not just to make the playoffs, but to win the championship. Where we are relying on his help, and when his help is not there, then you got to look at you're relying on JB, you're relying on Cat, and then who else? And
OG.
Well,
you know what? Yeah, and of course OG, and OG's been big. I mean, look, when OG was on the Raptors? He was on a good team and he played his role, and then and that's another thing. Now you have another, and let's say, and that's my only problem. My only thing with OG is that I feel like sometimes he gets injury. He's injury prone, and I hope he stays healthy.
But
one
thing about OG, we're expecting him to do more than what he's supposed to do.
He's capable, yeah.
What he's capable, he's doing more because he has to do more, but he's not meant to. So we spoke about this the other day. OG is filling in shoes that are too big for him right now. He should not have to be the number two.
He's a good role player, 3-and-D type of guy. 3-and-D type of guy.
That's his role, and that's a good role to have. He should not have to be the number 2 player on the team. He's filling in for Cat when he's absent. He's filling in for Mitchell, not Mitchell, excuse me. He's filling in for Mikal when he's absent as well. And I love OG. OG's great. I don't ever want to get rid of OG. I'll keep OG all day. He's a non-negotiable to trade him at this point. But he needs to be more comfortable where he needs to be. We can't rely on him heavy, which is why I'm still mad at Mikal for not being who he needs to be. And Towns, I've seen better things from him as of late, ever since Shaq spoke to him. But I got to see that for a couple more games. Give me 10 straight games, Cat. And then we could talk.
Absolutely. All right, man. We appreciate Mr. Tibbs being on the phone, on the line. Appreciate you coming this evening, giving your take, and we'll be looking to talk to you more throughout the season and throughout the year. Appreciate your time, Mr. Tibbs.
We'll be back on Sunday. Oh, he's gone.
Yeah, listen, man. I agree. I agree that with him on the aspect that he is an average guy, an average player. Do the Knicks and the fan base, did we look at him as that he was going to be like that? No. And I will say this, respectfully, if you can score 27 points a night on the Brooklyn Nets, these are NBA teams and they're playing NBA competition. Yeah. If you can do it with them, you can at least drop 20 plus off for us.
That's what we want to see.
And trust me, sometimes the Knicks play just like that Brooklyn Nets team. So it's not like we got like a crazy stacked team.
No,
it's not. It's not like we have a crazy stacked team where it's like, it's like he's not even going to touch the ball. He touches the ball plenty of times. In fact, they want him to touch the ball. We want him to touch the ball.
We need him to touch the ball. He's just. Again, I don't know what's wrong with his game right now, and this is the last thing we're going to talk about Bridges, and we're going to move on real quick. We got some other segments to take care of, but Bridges, his game is no aggression in his game. The guy, he has zero aggression whatsoever. No sense of urgency in his game. Very lackadaisical, and I don't see it working long run with this team. He needs to turn something around, and he needs to do it now. But like Mr. Tibbs said, at this point, we're kind of stuck with him. I mean, maybe we could throw him in, with somebody for a bigger person, but we're kind of stuck with him right now.
My thing is we're stuck with him, whether it was us, whether it was Leon Rose, whether it was the Knicks organization. We're stuck with him because we gave up. And look, draft picks, you never know what comes out of those draft picks. Okay, every draft pick matters, especially to teams when you're going to trade them. Look, Donovan Mitchell, they wanted those same draft picks for him. And I'm sure Giannis, they would take some of those draft picks too. So people want, even though you could say they're second round picks or later, people still want them. The teams, they matter. And the thing is, we have a player who is playing like a G League player, like a D League player, whatever you want to call it. He's really not great. It pisses me off watching him play. Yeah. I'm sorry to say this.
He's horrible.
And we're talking about number 2, number 3, bro. He's like
And,
number
and sometimes you
7.
can't even look at the stats. Yeah, we looked at his stats. He's what is he, 15.7? But you got to look at the game. You got to see this guy
Right.
play through the
Right.
game, man.
Exactly.
You know, the scoreboard does not always define how a player really is.
Sure.
You know, but we got to move on. We got a challenge today,
Let's
don't
move
we,
on,
Amy?
man.
We have a challenge
All
today
I know
that
is
we discussed.
Mikal Bridges.
Okay. Understand it. All right. So today's challenge, you want to explain it?
Yeah, absolutely. Today's challenge is brought to you by Geico Direct. 15-minute phone call will save you 15% or more on car insurance. Geico Direct. Make sure you guys sign up on Geico, one of our sponsors here. So the challenge is this. We're going to rate. I'm going to give Jarrell. I think we'll have Jarrell start off first.
That's fine.
He's going to give me an order of whether it's power forward, center, any place, any position. And he's going to tell me to rate these certain players blindly 1 to 5. And I'm going to have to go with that. It could be any all time. It could be any point guard at any time, any small forward anytime, or etc. You want me to ask you first, or you going to ask me?
I'll go first. I'm here. So 1 through 5, I'm doing power forwards for you today.
Gotcha.
So out of 1 through 5, just slot this person in. Where would you put him 1 through 5? And let's start off with my guy, the big ticket. Where would you throw him? Starting off high.
So, you know what's funny? Kevin Garnett was in our era, so we used to be if you walked in school with the KG jersey, man, that was big props.
Yeah.
I for some reason wasn't a big fan of him, and especially
KG, man.
Yeah, I know, but I wasn't a big fan of him, especially like when he left Minnesota, go to Boston, all that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna rate him 3.
3?
I'm gonna put him 3.
Okay. Blind rating, Kevin Garnett at number 3. That's fine. You don't know what's coming next. Okay. Kevin Garnett, number 3. This guy wasn't necessarily in our era. He kind of was. We kind of caught him towards the tail end, but we all know and love him. What would you give Dennis Rodman?
Sheesh. And power forwards?
Rebound machine. Yes.
See, I don't know what you're about to throw at me later, so I think I'm about putting him at 1. But hold on.
1? Wow.
I'm thinking, he was a freaking rebound machine. I'm gonna put him at 2. I'm gonna put him at 2.
Okay. All right. That's fine. So you got Kevin Garnett at 3, Dennis Rodman at 2. This one, I'm pretty sure I know where you're gonna put this guy. I know where you're gonna put this guy, but go ahead. Where is he? Timmy D.
4.
4? So we're going 5 being the best, 1 being the lowest, right?
Yep. 4.
Good. So Garnett at 3. We got Rodman at 4. Sorry, Rodman at
I'm not trying to hate, but like he was good. He was good.
Sound like a little bit of hate, but it's okay. Garnett at 3, Rodman at 2, Timmy D at 4.
Funny is I have his jersey,
man. Huh?
It's funny because I have a Duncan jersey, to be honest.
Do you? And you're hating me. That's crazy. So this next guy, I love this guy, man. He's one of my favorites. Whenever we were missing our player and he came in, he always cleaned up and did a good job. I wish he started more. Where would you put Michael Beasley?
5.
Okay. 5.
I really,
nice.
I hope
I love
number
Mike
1
Beasley.
is someone worthy. Huh?
Well, number 1 would have to be the best, right?
Right.
Yeah. Okay. I love Mike Beasley, but you put him at 5? I mean, you had no choice.
I only have 1 and 5 left. He's definitely not a 1.
All right. Not mad at that. Mike Beasley's pretty good.
I would have put him something higher than 5, but the thing is, I don't have it for 5.
It's a blind rating, so fine.
Yeah.
So number 1, this guy is the best power forward because this blind rating for you. Right. Who do we have here? Jared Jeffries.
Oh my God, this is Joel's favorite player, by the way. Especially,
I couldn't find a picture of him with his mouth closed. This is what he does. I don't know. We got Jared.
Yeah,
Jeffries.
Jarrell used to say to me, "Yo, I can't stand Jared Jeffries," and I'm like, "Why, bro? Because it's like, what? He's not playing good. No, because he has his mouth open all the time.
Never closed his mouth, man. The guy drove me nuts with that, man. And
Oh
he,
yeah, all
he
right.
kept coming back on the team, but he wasn't producing like that. I mean, I don't know, man.
Yo,
They loved him.
actually,
I don't know.
so you know what's interesting? You know what's interesting that you brought him up? He reminds me of Mikal Bridges. Okay, I'm gonna
Oh,
tell you
that's
why.
an insult. That's a Mikal.
It's an insult. It's well deserving right now for both of them,
Oh,
especially Mikal
okay.
Bridges. Because I'll tell you why. You know, Jared Jeffries. I don't know what his numbers weren't crazy anyways, but he was on the Washington Wizards. He was
Yeah.
okay. He was producing. He was good. And Isaiah Thomas found something in him and gave this brother like a 3-year, $50 or $60 million contract, which was really high at the time. Like it was good. It wasn't like crazy, but it was like, you know, you definitely give this to like a player who's gonna be a part of the team, like a 2 or 3 part, you know. And he gave him a good contract. I forgot what it was, but he gave him a really good contract.
Right.
And as you know, Jared Jeffries. So that happens a lot. You'd be surprised to see that happens a lot. This is why you really gotta trust your management and hope that they're gonna put their eggs in that basket that's gonna produce. So, but
They kept
yeah,
bringing
he's
Jeffries
definitely not a
back
number
like
one, but he's
he
number one.
has to be one. You have no choice. They kept bringing Jeffries back like like Tips kept bringing back Taj Gibson and
Alec Burke.
Alec Burke. Jesus Christ. Alec Burke had
Yeah, he's not
he
a
damn near
one,
played
but
every position on that
he's a
floor.
one. And honestly, that's kind of messed up my whole
It's
team.
embarrassing. Wow. Okay. Well, you got something?
I do, but I don't have my switchboard to put it on, so I'll just tell you
Okay.
verbally.
All right.
Okay, we're gonna do point guards. Okay, all right, 1 to 5. John Stockton.
Ooh. All right. I feel like you're gonna throw a curveball in here. I'm gonna put Stockton right in the middle. Give him at 3.
Okay, so Stockton at the 3. Okay, let's go with Chris Duhon.
Okay. Let's put Duhan. Let's put him at the 5.
That's you better put him at the 5.
Let's put him at the 5. I don't know what else you got. Let's put him at the 5.
Okay. Next one is Magic Johnson.
Oh, MJ? Oh man. You know what? I'm not gonna kick myself if somebody's better than him. I'm putting him at number 1.
Woo!
I'll put Magic at number 1. I think that's good. So far, the list is pretty accurate right now.
Yeah, it's actually not bad. Not bad. Kyrie Irving.
He's 2. That's fine. I'll put him at 2. That's not too hard.
Stephon Marbury.
4. I think this is pretty solid. I'll probably, it's pretty solid.
4. Where did you put Stockton?
It's 3. I put him right in the middle.
3.
Kind of anchored me right there.
So,
you know, people will argue between Kyrie and Stockton, switching between 2 and 3. But you know, the 1 through 5, Magic, Kyrie, Stockton, Marbury, Duhan. I think that's pretty solid.
I should have gave you Duhan last. I feel like you would have put him higher.
Yeah. Probably would.
But that was a segment of the challenge, Jay and Amy show, and we got a lot of good challenges coming up on our show, and eventually we'll do some with the audience and somebody with with our callers. So
yeah, that'll be fun. We got that coming up next week on the show. But next we got some quick hits, don't we?
Let's do it.
Quick hits. For those of you who don't know, quick hits, we're going to go around the league real quick and discuss things that are happening right now. Not just the NBA. We could hit whatever is happening right now in sports.
Everything. We want to let you guys know that this show is, we're going to talk about local sports. We're going to talk about New York sports. We're going to talk about, we'll occasionally even talk, because Jay he's in LA. So we'll even talk about what's going on with the Lakers. We'll definitely talk about a lot of that stuff too. But we're an all-around sports show, so we can talk about anything and everything, especially what's juicy and what's heating up in the sports world. So just letting you know.
Sure. First things first. Let's talk about Cade. So the thing about Cade Cunningham is that the talk of the town is that he might be MVP by default. Jokic, who's having a great season, hasn't played enough games. Shea, who's having a great season, hasn't played enough games. Cade's been healthy. Cade's been here, and I can't deny him of being one of the greatest. One of the top point guards in the league right now. So, how do you feel about Cade right now as potentially being the MVP of the league?
A lot of times people want to, I guess, put in a criteria of what makes a league MVP. And to me, it's take that guy off the team. Is that team very successful? I'm not even like okay successful. I'm talking about very successful. Take him off the team. Let's see what happens. There's a lot of people used to beef about Steve Nash winning back to back, but the thing was, is if you take Steve Nash off of that team, they weren't gonna win. Yeah, they sucked. He was the freaking general, floor general of that team. He was the quarterback. He was the mind of that team. So that's well deserving. Cade Cunningham, take him off the Detroit Pistons. Bro, they were in like 35 games.
Oh, they're gonna go back to when they sucked that one year. That's what they're gonna do.
100%.
That's exactly what they're gonna do.
He controls the tempo. Trust me, we as Knicks fans, we know. We watched it, plenty of it. So
we felt it too.
He controls the tempo. He wants the ball in his hands. Big moments, he wants it. Yeah. He knows how to facilitate. His players play well around him, but he accommodates them well. He is the freaking 2026 MVP. As long as the Pistons stay good, they go on like a 15, 20 game losing streak or something like that. All right, it's different. But it's different. As of right now, he is the 2026 MVP. There's no doubt.
Okay, dope.
And I hate him, but that's the truth.
Okay, no, I hear you. Good take. What about you? I think it will be well deserved as long as he stays healthy. No one else right now is kind of in his realm, I would say. I love Brunson, but Brunson's not MVP deserving right now. Yeah, it's Cade, man. It's Cade.
Yeah, no, unfortunately. Brunson. Look, I wish Brunson was.
He's not an MVP talks right now.
The Knicks have lost too many games with Brunson. Yeah. That's the problem. They've lost too many games with him for him to be in the conversation. So.
All right. Moving on real quick. Let's talk about my team here.
This guy is a closet Charlotte Hornets fan, man.
I am. This team is nasty right now, man. I think, and this is a hot take. I'll say this for who didn't hear it. This was a hot take that was given to me about 2 weeks ago. Someone came to me and said the Charlotte Hornets will be in the Eastern Conference Finals, and I laughed at him. I laughed dead in his face. I said, "You're nuts." I started watching the games more, started keeping up, watching the numbers, seeing who they're playing, seeing how they were winning.
Right.
And I believe it now. I believe it. I hate to say it, but I believe
the Eastern Conference Finals, you believe that?
Listen, it's not a hot take to me anymore. It could happen. It could happen, man. They're a nasty team, man. You gotta watch them, man. They're pretty nasty, man.
Listen. They're up and come, bro. I think they're like 7, 8. I think they're like the 9th seed, right? They're not even in the playoffs.
If the season ends today, they're in the play-in.
They're in the play-in.
That's just what it is. But they're working their way out the play-in, and I could see that happening for them pretty soon. So, watch out. Charlotte is.
I'll tell you what. Good. I'll tell you what. You never know. Especially if you got a team that's young and good. I mean, look, if you look at this team and you look at Detroit, it's like. Nobody would thought Detroit was going to be this good this year, and they ended up doing it. Yeah, I mean, now we have to talk about is Cade Cunningham and LaMelo. I mean, no, there's definitely probably he's not up there yet.
What you got to think about it's changing of the guards, man. All these new kids, they're coming up right now. They're nice, man. Yeah, LaMelo's been nice. His team and himself are just never healthy. They've been hurt every single year since LaMelo has been a part of that team. Now his team is finally healthy. They got some good players. And Con Knipple, Jesus Christ, he could be rookie of the year for all I know. That kid is nasty. Didn't he just set the 3-point record for most threes by a rookie?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So
he did.
So yeah. That is.
Look, he did. And look, let me just add to this real quick. Back to our issues as a Knicks fans, and this is why the Knicks fan is so devastated when every year when we don't win, because every year that you don't go to the finals, at least, or especially win the finals, you are time is ticking off of your
Yeah.
clock.
Yeah.
And that being said, you got teams like this. You got
Yeah.
teams like this. Like last year, we were laughing at Detroit, and now Detroit's laughing at us.
It's sad.
So
It's sad. It's sad.
you know, these teams are going to be the teams to beat then, if it's not going to be you.
It's changing of the
And
guards, man. Charlotte's back up. Charlotte's getting on top. Detroit's getting on top. You know, OKC. These are teams that's never been on top. OKC, Detroit. Well, Detroit
Right.
hasn't been on top in years. Charlotte. You know, they're getting up there now, and you know, it's a changing of the guards. Everybody's changed. It all changes over and over again, and it's that time. Our heroes are
Absolutely.
retiring, and you know, time to move on. But
I mean, good for the Hornets, bro. I hope they do well, and I hope they make a run in the playoffs. And I hope they make a run in the playoffs. And I always been a big LaMelo fan, and
he's good. I like his game. He's cool.
yeah, I like.
But anyway,
I like facilitating type of point guards, and that's what he is. He's good.
yeah. All right. Anyway, so our next quick hit. Hell yeah, we got. Technical difficulties. Pardon me. Hold on one second. Our next quick hit, we have. Hold on. Because we have Jason Tatum. So he was cleared to do 5-on-5 games recently, right? So I have a really important question for you right now. The Celtics are doing great without Tatum right now. They're number 2 in the East. Insane. Didn't think they'd be this nice after losing, Horford, Holiday, Porzingis, and Tatum, who's a huge piece. But they're number 2. Again, insane. Tatum just got cleared to play. Now, you know, not a lot of guys come back, you know, the following year after this type of injury, but he's young. You know, medicine keeps evolving. You know, I get it. Whatever. Right. Here's the thing. If the Celtics, God forbid they make it to the NBA Finals without Jason Tatum, God forbid they win the NBA Finals without Jason Tatum, do you just trade Jason Tatum, get rid of him, and get some money off of that, off your books, and, you know, maybe get some role players to go around with the team? Is he still necessary on that team anymore?
Nah, yeah, I no, for sure. I would definitely keep him. I don't think, 'cause, I mean, the way you look at it is like he doesn't hurt. I mean, they want a championship already with him. See, if they didn't win before, I would be like, probably like, I don't know, because they can't win with him. So what do you do? Which is why even with the Knicks, we can every year make changes. You know why? Because we haven't done crap. So with Boston, I mean, look, your core team, which is, let's be real, it's, you know, Jaylen Brown and Tatum, and as long as they have those guys, they should produce. So I don't think it's going to be an issue where they would want to get rid of him and then try to find some more pieces, because you know what? Who knows? Maybe those pieces don't fit and it doesn't make sense. I feel like Tatum knows the system, he knows the coaching, he knows the players, he knows the culture there. So he fits right in. So I feel like if they have him healthy, it's going to be a better Boston team. And if they come back and if they win without him next year, they have him, they're going to even be more scarier. So no, I would definitely keep him, especially in Boston. Actually, you know what? No, put him on the Knicks and then just take the Cal Bridges.
Take him from Cal straight up. Like it'll happen, right? Can we dream or no? Okay.
Yeah, my dreams.
Anyway, so that's our quick hits for today. Any last thoughts before we wrap up?
Yeah, guys, this was a quick show. It's Friday night. Usually, as you guys know, our show is on Thursdays and Mondays. We'll let you know if that changes or stays. We'll keep putting things on the Instagram and the YouTube and everything like that as we progress, as we get more and more topics. We're definitely going to be. I think I just want to end it off by just talking about the show and basically letting you guys know that we're going to have guests. We're going to have guests that, you know, are in the sports world. You know, they either play or they commentate or they're around it. So Definitely guys that their analytics and their insight is going to be really important to hear from. So we have some big names coming soon. We're going to just keep talking about more and more of the, what's going on in the sports. Our challenges are going to get more and more. We're going to get obviously more innovations as we progress. So sit back, enjoy the show. Obviously, our biggest thing is that we want you to call. We want to hear. We had Mr. Tibbs. We appreciate you getting on the call today and getting your take. I didn't agree with you, but that's what sports is about. That's what it's all about, to everybody to speak their opinions. And he might be right. I might be wrong. I might be wrong. He might be right. At the end of the day, that's what it's all about, to have good, healthy conversations and hear each other out and unite us that way. So the Jay and Emmy show is going on. So stay tuned. Jay.
We're going places. We're going places. Just a quick final thought for me. Again, the show's just getting started, but we got a lot of big things coming here. The challenges are going to get crazier. We're going to involve all the fans. This is, it's like kind of like just repeating what Emmy said. We want people to call in and interact. That's the best part of the show. We want to hear everyone's different takes. You can hear our takes all day. We'll go back and forth all day. We've been doing this shit for years, but we want to hear your takes too. So, we're going to keep going. We got a show on Sunday. We'll blast out exactly what time that'll be, and we'll talk about that. And, once the playoffs comes, it's going to get pretty crazy here. We're going to be here maybe more because it's going to be pretty sick.
I'll tell you what, when the playoffs, by that time, guys, we're going to be I'd say it's a good time to come in now and be our everyday caller. So we'll give you guys the priority, because by the time playoff starts, by the way, we're kicking off and going everywhere. It's gonna get packed with our calls. So definitely we're looking for, like Jay just said, right? Like, I know what he thinks. He knows what I think. We've been talking for 30 years. Okay. So we want to know what you think. We want to know what you guys see. Maybe it's something we don't see. We'd love to talk about it. So that's what you're going to do. And by the way, it's not even just about sport. We could talk about anything. Obviously, it's in the sports world, but it doesn't always have to be about a certain topic. We're ready to hear what you guys have to say. So for Jarrell, this is Emmy saying, have a good evening. We'll see you guys on Sunday.
Have a good night.